You might be wondering, how can I get Bitcoin for myself? Well, there are 4 main options for obtaining crypto, and you might find yourself using all 4 in different situations. It'll often depend on what you want to do with your crypto and how much you need. Let's dive into each one. Up to this point, we've mostly discussed Bitcoin from a self-custody perspective. A self-custody wallet is one where you process your own transactions and approvals. For example, unlike when you swipe your debit card and the bank ultimately decides whether to approve or deny the transaction, with a self-custody wallet, your singular approval is final. These wallets are often used for everyday transactions because they let you access and use your crypto quickly. There's no middleman involved. It's all managed by you. There are 2 main types of self-custody wallets: a mobile wallet and a hardware wallet. Let's take a look at the differences. With a mobile wallet, your approval is done through your wallet's app. Mobile wallets allow you to easily manage and transfer your crypto. By comparison, a hardware wallet is a separate device, like a secure USB drive, that keeps the approval process offline for extra security. For that reason, hardware wallets are typically used for managing larger amounts of crypto for the long term. A simple comparison is that a mobile wallet is more like a checking account, whereas a hardware wallet is more like a savings account. Self-custody wallets are what people in the crypto industry mean when they say you are your own bank. You gain 24/7, 365-day access to your money that only you can control. With this increased power, however, comes increased responsibility. If you are your own bank, you are also your own bank's security department. This means that you alone are responsible for keeping your money secure, just like if you kept cash in a safe at your house. If you lose the recovery phrase to your wallet, there is no one to call. Next, let's talk about crypto exchanges. A crypto exchange is a company that manages your crypto, making it easy to buy and sell. It's commonly used for exchanging traditional currency for crypto and storing crypto for everyday use. As the name suggests, crypto exchanges work similarly to international currency exchanges. They are online platforms where you can deposit and swap currencies like US dollars for crypto like Bitcoin, just like exchanging US dollars for euros at a currency exchange counter at the airport. It's important to understand that crypto exchanges are custodial rather than self-custodial. This means someone else manages your crypto for you, similar to how a traditional bank processes your transaction and has the final say in approvals. While this reduces your full control, using an exchange can be a convenient and secure way to buy and sell crypto, especially if you're just starting out. The key is to ensure you're using a well-established and regulated exchange. To better understand why regulation matters, let's look at the FTX exchange you may have heard about in the news. FTX operated offshore and was not fully regulated by major financial authorities. The company's executives mishandled customer funds, leading to its collapse. This was a case of financial fraud due to human actions, not a flaw in crypto itself. Crypto was simply the tool used in the fraud, much like how scams have occurred with traditional currencies throughout history. That's why choosing a regulated and trusted exchange is essential for safeguarding your funds and ensuring a safe crypto experience. To further highlight the importance of regulation and its positive impact on the crypto industry, let's look at a recent milestone: the launch of the crypto exchange traded funds, ETFs. The Spot Bitcoin ETF launched January 2024, followed by the Ethereum ETF in July. These ETFs are fully regulated and designed to track their respective digital assets exactly, with the funds holding Bitcoin or Ether 1-for-1 for every dollar invested. These US-based ETFs have been embraced by some of the largest financial institutions in the world, and many other countries are launching their own versions. The Bitcoin ETF saw a historic debut in particular, attracting over $12 billion in just the first 90 days. To put this in perspective, the gold ETF launched in 2004, which is now the second most successful of all time, and it brought in $1 billion during the same period. This demonstrates the growing acceptance and integration of crypto into traditional financial systems. Essentially, the Bitcoin ETF provides a way to buy shares in a fund that holds Bitcoin and is managed by a traditional financial institution. For this reason, some people choose to invest in Bitcoin through these ETFs, especially in retirement accounts, as they may offer certain tax advantages. It's similar to saving for retirement, but instead of mutual funds or stocks, savings are tied to Bitcoin's value. To understand how ETFs work, think of them as funds that hold a basket of investments similar to a mutual fund, but they're traded on exchanges throughout the day like stocks. You can purchase these ETFs through your traditional brokerage or retirement account, and companies like BlackRock and Fidelity manage the fund's Bitcoin. This approach is convenient for those interested in Bitcoin purely as an investment without needing to directly own or manage Bitcoin. However, there are some drawbacks. Since ETFs are traded on the stock market, they are only available to act on during standard market hours, whereas crypto markets operate 24/7. Additionally, ETF issuers like BlackRock and Fidelity charge a small fee for their Bitcoin ETF. And of course, with the Bitcoin ETF, since you hold shares in a fund and not Bitcoin directly, you will not be able to transfer Bitcoin to others. Beyond exchanges and ETFs, one last simple way to obtain Bitcoin is by using cash at a Bitcoin ATM. These machines allow you to walk up, insert cash, and receive Bitcoin directly to your wallet via a QR code. Bitcoin ATMs are surprisingly quite common, and you'll likely find one nearby if you search on Google Maps. However, it's important to note that they often come with a high exchange rate, so they may not be the most cost-effective option. Now, let's explore a hypothetical example of how a Bitcoin enthusiast might use all four of these options. Please remember that all examples in this video are for educational purposes and should not be considered financial advice. Always do your own research and consider consulting a financial professional before making any investment decisions, as every financial situation is unique. Let's imagine a scenario where someone has $160,000 in their checking account. They might choose to allocate $50,000 into a Roth IRA retirement account, taking advantage of the potential tax-free withdrawals upon retirement. Next, they could decide to use that Roth IRA to purchase $50,000 worth of the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF. The remaining $110,000 in their checking account might then be used to be transferred to a crypto exchange like Coinbase, where they could then exchange it for Bitcoin. In this example, they might also send $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to their Coinbase wallet, which is a self-custody mobile app for transferring money between friends and family. Finally, they might transfer the remaining $109,000 worth of Bitcoin to a Ledger Flex hardware wallet for added security and to save for the future. This scenario shows how someone might combine a retirement account for investing in a Bitcoin ETF, a crypto exchange for purchasing Bitcoin, and use both a mobile wallet app for everyday transactions and a hardware wallet for long-term storage. While only you can decide what's best for your unique situation, we're always here to assist with general questions as you begin your learning journey.